All right, welcome to a special angry and hungover edition of the Fantasy Basketball Trash Talk channel. I have a stupid goatee because I dressed up as Iron Man for a comedy show yesterday, but let's get into the mega guide for week 8. Okay. Yeah, what's your seeding? Okay, here's my thoughts that you should be thinking about as week 8. Like, are you on the 5th seed, 4th seed? Are you trying to make a run for the 1 seed? Are you trying to do a trade that helps fit your punt? You need to be making sure that you're conscious of seeding. If you are outside of the top 8, it's time to make moves. Stop waiting, okay? If you are inside the top 3, take advantage of those desperate motherfuckers trying to get into the top 6. All right, let's get into the hot ads for this next week. It's no longer a shmush schedule. Again, I'm hungover. Some of the stuff is in this from last, but the players are all new. Dennis Smith Jr., okay? I'll start off with, I don't know what Portland is doing, but there's a low-key chance they just blow it up. There's a chance. I made a video a long time ago. Go check it. I traded Dame Lillard 6 weeks ago before most motherfuckers were even ready to admit what was happening. He's hurt. He was hurt in the Olympics, and he hasn't been able to get over it yet. CJ McCollum just bruised his ribs, although it doesn't look that serious. And then Simmons hurt his ankle. So, there's a lot of minutes available, and that's what it takes for Dennis Smith Jr. to be relevant. But go check him out. He's going to have a great week. Ish Smith, baby. Ish Smith is a great fantasy player. He's just like the 4th or 5th best guard on the Charlotte Hornets. However, basically half the team just got COVID, so if he's available, snap him up. He's going to be a monster for 1 or 2 weeks. Booknight. If you're in a deeper league, same situation. Who is James Booknight? Great question. Let's throw up the highlight reel. Dude is this lanky 6'4", 6'5" guard that doesn't seem too athletic or fast, but man, the boy can shoot. The boy can score. And he lit up Summer League in preseason. So if he gets an opportunity, he definitely can go off in some of these meaningless COVID games where half the roster is going to be out. And that's something you need to take advantage of this season, okay? Players are going to be going out with COVID. Who is the pickup? Herb Jones. We've been telling you about Herb Jones on this channel for about 3 weeks now. Going to repeat it. By the way, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to know shit way before your friends do. There's going to be a couple preachy I told you so moments in this video. Herb Jones is one of them. Rare guy that can give you so much value just in rebounds and defensive stats that he's worth owning when he scores 6 points per game. But when he puts up a 12, 14, 15-point game, you're looking at a top 75, maybe even top 50 player. You should be owning Herb Jones. Maxi Kleber has been up and down all season, but his minutes are trending in the right direction. Most games, it looks like this dude is going to be playing 25 to 30-plus minutes. And, by the way, Kristaps Porzingis, his main barrier to not playing 33 minutes every single night, is one of the most injury-prone players in basketball. Add him. All right. Drops. Eric Bledsoe. Get that garbage. Kill it. Get rid of it. I don't want to use Josh Floyd's quotes, but I also haven't made my own. Quickley. A lot of people added Quickley way too. Wait for it. Quickley. When the Knicks made their changes and they took the corpse of Kemba Walker off of the rotation. However, he's just not that good for fantasy. Decent in real life, but just not that good. He reminds me of a shittier Jordan Clarkson. Like, he's not a must-own player. I'm going to say I was wrong. Very rarely, but I'll do it. Terrence Mann, someone that we told you to hold on to at the beginning of the year. I'm ready to give up on him. I don't see it. I don't see the role carved out for him. I don't see the usage. He's super talented, has a super fantasy-friendly game, but it's just not working out the way the rotations are cut out right now. Davion Mitchell, Kings are a tire fire. We'll talk about that a little later in the buy lows. But, yeah, he's not worth owning. PJ Tucker had an unsustainable run a couple weeks ago, percentages and stocks, but the old corpse of PJ Tucker is not worth it. Punt Darlings. 9 cats, where are my people at? You should be punting. These are some players that are doing really well. Tyrese Maxey has fallen off a cliff versus the top 25 value that he was having back when we did the Tyrese Maxey debate video. Check that out. Me and my brother over Thanksgiving. But he's still a darling if you're punting field goal percentage and blocks, along with Dennis Schroeder, who's a top 40 player. This one surprised me. Punt, rebounds, blocks. Over the last 2 weeks, Patty Mills, top 25 player. Man. That's great. If I'm looking at punting, rebounds, and blocks, I'm going to make this tiny trade, pick up Patty Mills, look like a genius later. Max Strauss, jump into the Heat's rotation, 46 of all players in that punt over the last 2 weeks. Jared Vanderbilt, this one was shocking. This is a shocking alert. The 4th best player over the last 2 weeks if you're punting points and threes? Wow. There's a very good chance Jared Vanderbilt is sitting on someone's roster as a streamer. They were like, oh, okay, I'll hold on to him. Make a trade. Go ahead and get him. And if you're punting points and threes, now you look like a genius. Top 4. Wow. DeAndre Bembry, Brooklyn Nets. If you're punting free throws and threes, he's a top 45 player. Oh my God, Kevin Love. I have gotten flamed on Reddit, and I have gotten flamed on YouTube for my Kevin Love take. What has my Kevin Love take been all season? Own Kevin Love. Go back and check the tapes. I've been telling you, Kevin Love is a fantasy darling. He cost you nothing if you got him at the beginning of the season. His upside is massive. In a punt, assist, steal, build. Over the last 2 weeks, Kevin Love is a top 20 player. Take that. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. Doug McDermott is also good if you're punting, assists, and steals. Who are your buy low trade targets? These are guys that I have been trading for the last couple weeks. These windows are going to close fast. Go ahead and run. Julius Randle, okay? Julius Randle is a big, strong man. He was not getting calls at the beginning of the season. It really threw his game off. Guess what? He's starting to get calls, and he's adjusted. And this dude is a fantasy dynamic force, okay? I think he's got top 30, maybe top 25 potential. No punt, rest of the season. Dude's a must-own. I would be trying to trade for him before he puts too many 25, 10, and 8 games together, and his owners don't want to get rid of him. While the rankings are low, strike. Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a guy that has a lot of weaknesses, but also some really obscene strengths. There's a lot of punts that Draymond fits. Punt points, punt threes, okay? Punt free throw percentage. If you're considering punting any of those, go ahead and trade for Draymond if he's on a team that is not getting the maximum value out of him. If you're not punting and Draymond's just sitting there being a top 70, top 80 player, he's not really giving you a lot of return on value, okay? Cade Cunningham. This kid's about to blow up. Had a rough rookie start to the season. I think that he's going to get every opportunity. I love him, especially if I'm punting field goal percentage. Cade is on the rise. Get ready for some big Cade games, okay? We're going to see Cade games where he's putting up 25, 10, and 10. All right, that's it. Oh, no. More value to give you guys. Let's talk about the schedule a little bit, okay? San Antonio Spurs have 5 games this week. By the way, the tool that I have pulled up is #basketball's advanced schedule grid. They don't pay me, but it's a great tool. You guys should be using it so you can look at it all the time instead of when I do these videos once a week. San Antonio Spurs with 5 games. Go ahead and add them. The Hawks, Suns, and Raptors only have 2 games. The games that are going to be really hard to stream on, Monday has 10 games and Wednesday has 13 games. Friday, you probably have some room at 9 games. So your real streaming days are going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So knowing that, who has the best schedule? Well, what I like to do is sort this and then look at which teams have 4 or 5 games starting on a Tuesday. So just glancing at this, it looks like the Lakers have an incredible schedule. It looks like the Mavericks have an incredible schedule. A true streaming day starting on Tuesday, and it looks like the Knicks have a halfway decent streaming schedule. So these are the teams that I'll be looking at. Okay, guys, any comments or questions, go ahead and throw it at the bottom of the chat. I'll try to answer as many of you. I love you. Good luck in week 8. Fantasy basketball out.